The next one is going to be Koori Zokusei Danshi to Kuru na Douryou Joshi, the ice guy and his cool female colleague. He involuntarily creates blizzard conditions for himself and anyone in his vicinity. Okie dokie. Sorry, I try to not read the things, but I end up seeing some of them. Adult cast, workplace, Studio Zero G and Liber. Studio Zero G, they did Sugu Tsugumomo, Cinderella Girls, Idolmaster, One Room, Grand Blue, Dive, Tsugumomo. Okay, so a variety of things, none of which have really broken through. Oh, and they're also same season working on Isekai Nonbiri no Ka, which is the farming isekai? I think it's the farming isekai. Okie dokie. This is about a boy who gets really cold. Cool. Let's go ahead and watch the episode. I wonder, it seems like this is the kind of thing that would be aimed at women. Okay, let's look at the thing. Pretty boy, normal girl. Yep, yeah, okay. So, this is our classic cute girl main character who is normal enough for you to self-identify with her because she's like a normal office worker lady who's just normal and has the brown hair because she's normal, and he's the equivalent of UG Every Lead. You get UG Every Lead, and it's like every main character boy in every show with the same hair, and he's in high school, and he looks like a normal guy, and there's not that much interesting about him, so that you can just project yourself onto the guy. This is the same idea, except on the femme myth side, because like myths aimed at women have different myths. So the idea is that there's a pretty boy who's got some kind of problem with his emotionality, something like that. I mean, this is a grown-up Natsume of Natsume Yujincho, because he's a every cute boy sort of archetype, and he's different, obviously, because the white hair and the specialty blizzard thing that he apparently does. And then that sort of links into kind of a Prince Charming with a dragon, or Beast who is he's the proper prince, but he's also a beast and can't control his anger to some extent. And so there's the one girl who's just so normal that she pulls him out of his reverie funk problem thing and can accommodate his weirdness and see him for the beautiful boyo that he really is. Predictions laid out. There you go. Let's go ahead and watch the episode 1, and we'll see how wrong I am. Probably quite. Beep beep timer for the ice cool guy. Okay, we're just starting. Oh, and his cool female colleague. We're just starting with an OP? That is a cute emoto. That is a cute moto. Uh-huh. Oh, normal sad girl has a cat and is sad and alone, and he's doing a thing to protect the plant because he knows about his own problems. Friendships, sliding frames, slide those frames some more. He's in darkness and everybody else is in light. Redhead guy is Neketsu, he's like fiery and the opposite. This is the whole show. Is she's gonna do a cute, and we're gonna reach toward each other? Nope. He's gonna do a, oh, okay. Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. I can feel my soul withering. I can feel it dying. Ah, spring flies in, awakens the kitty. Just moved in. Apartment complex. I've been looking at apartment complexes like that in Japan. Kind of thinking about moving. Ah, クールだよね. Or you just haven't learned to show it. Or you've been abused. I don't know. Ice? Weird. We. I am frozen in a block of ice. I am not okay. I'll say. Oh. I mean, that's about right. We've already linked that with her. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Well, you've never met this boy before. God, it's gonna fall off his bones. His flesh is just gonna fall off his fucking bones. Okay, so the idea is that some generosity from her might generate some help, but you're of course contributing to it. Can I stop now? Can I stop now? Yeah, alright, there you go. You do it to the soul, man. You speak to the soul. Some good-looking green, though. How did you get your tea so green? Ah, Attakai. So the emotionality of the eyes just isn't. It just doesn't do it. Ah, from a Yuki-onna. She had that little eye twitch. What? That doesn't happen. I guess if you're, like, nervously looking... No. Nah. Ah. Unless, are we trying to demonstrate that both of these characters are socially inept? I think maybe, but I don't think so. I think it actually comes down to a lack of comprehension and then conveyance. But he was special. Ah. There's so little moving. The little eyes going... What is that? And then, of course, they find out that they work together. This is my new desk at my new job. Oh, it's the same lady. Whoa. Who would have thunk? All the sting of that's taken out by the OP introduction thing, right? It shows us from the... Okay, we end there. We end there. I'm sorry. You can't... Nope. Nope. If you can't do your main character turning to look at something in an interesting way... What are you doing? Nah. It doesn't have it. Doesn't have the flow. Doesn't have the flavor. Doesn't have the vibes. It's all about vibes, right? That's the whole goal of the show, is to have vibes. Alright, we got character who is actually a Neko. So people have history... So we live in a world where people are descended from yokai, I guess. Okay, cool. It's funny, I was thinking during this shot, all you have to do is go look at Spice and Wolf and find any of the shots where she turns, because there are like 30, and you just copy one of them, and just steal all of it. There's such a rich tapestry of romance shows. There's such a rich tapestry of demonstrating characters looking at things with emotional content laden into the look and into the gaze and into the format and into the flow and into the way that the camera moves around them. How you can perform the same motions without any of that background being brought to bear, it's like it's missing. It's like empty. It's like hollow. Like holo. Haha. Hoo. Connected all together. It's also so flat. I guess right here we're doing character introductions. Ding, ding, ding. And of course they're going to be a thing because we already demonstrated that they are. There's the section chief. Do you think he's descended from the great Buddha? Yeah, maybe. Cat outside, just chillaxing, calming, talking about stuff. Okie dokie. Yeah, alright. Well, oh man, we just skimmed through a bunch of days, too. Okay, cool. Yeah, oh, the ED looks nice. Oh, the style here looks great. That's rich and lively. I mean, it's rich and lively, digitally added on art, but it's got texture, it's got vibe to it. All right. Barely animated. The animation that is there doesn't seem to serve the purpose of the thing. I think that maybe the most important thing that you can do in a character-focused, romance-driven sort of piece of media is to really nail micro-expressivity. And you don't do that by having irises flicker back and forth. That's not what people look like. And so the whole facial feature array doesn't work for me. And if that doesn't work for you, if the array of facial features that we're so attuned to vibing off of doesn't work for you, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's nothing else to connect to. The idea of the show isn't interesting enough to connect to over the characterization. And if the characterization is just boy who's bland other than weird thing and girl who's bland other than being literally bland all the time is her characterization, it's her character archetype. She's very cool, which is to say boring. There's nothing to vibe off of. Rip. Alright. Cool. Well, this is why we hunt for treasure. You gotta dig through the dirt to get to the buried stuff, and that feels like dirt to me. Sorry to all of the people who have put their immense amounts of time and effort into making it a TV anime. I don't think it works for me. Let's see what people review it as on Mamal. Has an issue. The main couple can't get together soon. It doesn't have any romantic comedy. They're stuck and they're not being able to get together. Okay. Let me sell how nice this show is to you. It feels very calm and not very energetic, just sitting back and enjoying. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Has innate ice powers that activate whenever he has intense emotions, has a crush on his reserved female coworker. That's it, and that's all it needs to be. If you're a fan of romance anime, this may be refreshing to watch. It's an office romance. It's avoided a lot of misunderstanding cliches. There's a complementary relationship. She's reserved, he's enamored. The plot is boring. Magic powers are assumed and accepted as normal. I would accept, if somebody wants to give it a 5 or a 6, I would understand, but I'm enjoying it at an 8 or 9 out of 10 level. No, you're not. What? You know what? I can't speak to somebody else's enjoyment, but how? Impossible. 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 No chance. Okay, cool. We'll cut that there. Snappity crack. That was cold guy and cold girl are really cold together. Ice Ice Baby. Why didn't I think of that earlier? It's Ice Ice Baby the anime. Done. Unfortunately, it doesn't live up to the value of that song. Banira Ice. Okay, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna watch the next thing next. What's the next thing?